ammunition done right. Makeshift munitions. We'll fill all your battlefield needs. Get up close and personal with items like spell bombs, or if long range is your thing, check out our Viridian longbows made from only the best tree folk. We have you covered and equipped for less than anyone else. Don't sacrifice your hard-earned treasures. Makeshift munitions, the only munitions superstore in all of Ixalar.
Hey everybody, it's Deluxecoff Saturday, last of two shows, and then I've got the big event in Lenovo, Michigan. So I'm still trying to figure out what the hell I'm going to play. This probably won't be one of them. I've been having some fun with this list, but it was losing to Faeries, the original one. We're going to have the deck link, and inside that link, we also have both versions of it. The only difference I made was to the sideboard, and grogburg himself okayed it, said he kind of threw it together, and I was losing to Faeries quite a bit, so I made the sideboard quite a bit different. But anyway, what y'all want to see is the deck. So we got 20 basics, all mountains, no messing around. This is just 4-4-4-4, everything that works, super consistent. 4 burning inquiries. Each player draws 3 and then discards 3 at random. This really throws a haymaker to your opponent's setup hands, especially if you see like a ponder or preordained the turn before. It's pretty good times. Thank you for that, Chimpskey. I wish I would have given you the link, but you already got it. We got 4 Faithless Looting. You always love a deck that can run all 4. Always just feels like you can't get screwed or flooded. Of course, that's going to happen today. We all know that, right? We got 4 Insolent Neonate. I really thought this card in the first turn or time or two I played it was like, probably don't need that. You do need it. 4 lightning bolts and 4 epicures. We've got 4 Scrapwork Mutts who also have a discard effect here. The whole deck based around Sneaky Snacker. Somebody was joking around that 8 rat, it's like try 32 snacker, because last week it seemed like that's what was happening. I think we lost on time, but we would have had it otherwise. 4 grab the prize, does damage for the most part in 2 and draws you 2. The Magmakin Artillerist for a big old butt side. You can also cycle it. It does 1 damage that way. I did kill somebody once with that. And then 4 fiery tempers. You can get a little clogged sometimes, not quite sure when you're going to do this. Obviously, if you have a double sneaky snacker hand, you're just going to win that game. Sometimes these hide at the bottom of the deck though, and then it can have a little problem finishing, but that's why we have these and these. Anyway, so the sideboard's way different. I'm running all 4 Tormod's Crypt. Got 3 Seal of Fire. I really like this against everything from Brute Scale to ninjas and etc. It's just set it and forget it. I've always been a fan of Seal of Fire because once it's out, even if they try to do something to it which is stupid, you just zap them in the face or kill something. A lot of things can only take 2 in this format, and I really think this is an underplayed card. 4 End the Festivities. Like I said, we lost to Fae, and I had no artifact damage, so I figured why not go all in against Fae. Not that I would bring in all 4 of these and 4 of these, but maybe like 2 and 4 against Fae, because you can always, it's nice to have a 2-mana answer to a spell stutter once it's on the stack and such. So it's Magmakin. Oh, thank you for that. I appreciate any sort of misspelling. So anyway, we're going to go like this, and hopefully, like everybody said in the chat, we might bump into grogburg with an anti-red list, right? Oh, nope, look at this. Lone Wolf's in the house. All right. Maybe I didn't get the memo out to him, but we'll see how we go. So yeah, I'm leaning towards about 3 decks for the big event, and going to just be playing a lot this weekend and checking things out. All right. Hey, this isn't the best of hand, is it? I mean, we can inquiry. I think we'll keep because we're on the draw. We don't have any of our little ladies, though. Thank you for that, grogburg. Yeah, like I said, I've had haven't had too many losses, but they've all been against Fae before I made the changes. So deck seems to get there quite a bit. Seemed unbeatable when you were playing us last week. I was just like, oh my god, when's this thing going to end here? I'm going to lead off with a Neonate. We're just going to slow roll this a little bit till we get something worth discarding, unless grogburg has another thing. But I've played probably a dozen games with this, and sometimes I get a little too overzealous, like casting Faithless Looting, and then you kind of lose good cards. It's neat to kind of set up the inner workings of the machine, so to speak, get things rolling that way. We do have menace, so we can attack right into this. Nothing improves. I'll probably just cast maybe Scrapwork, maybe Neonate. We'll see. It was the best of hands. It was the worst of hands. I like it. All right, we're just going to go aggro city with our Neonates here. Get these all rolling in here. Hopefully you guys like the new makeshift munitions superstore commercials at the top of the show. Got that finished this week, courtesy of my old buddy John Melvin. Does a very good over-the-top military read. Boom, boom, boom. The background in my room? Why, what's looking weird? No. Same as usual. Usually got my, what is that, Elspeth something rejuvenated. I forget what the card's called. I've always liked that stained glass look, though. So this is usually behind me. Rakdos Madness usually loses to this as Grogburg. Force discard instead of Burning Inquiry. Really messes with them when they're tapped out. All right. Grab the prize. Showing up. Given the nature of this, I'll probably... Oh, this is just going to be a fairy fest here. I'll block this. It's going to get rid of little bits of damage are going to really add up in this matchup. So we'll do the thing. All righty. So... Draw to go. We could discard our snacker, do the thing. 2 damage to each opponent. What would you recommend here, Grogburg? Inquiry? We could do Faithless Looting and keep one up. Could do Grab the Prize, do 2, 4. Don't want to lose our opponent here. I'd do the prize. That's what I was leaning towards. I'll discard this. Get this back up. Always yield. Bring it back in. Attack for 2. And then we can loot, shoot, riot. Alrighty. Got a similar plan here. Ours is a bit more streamlined. Theirs is a bit more flexible. That's the given nature of the lists. I hope it's not too cold in Michigan. My goodness, it sure looks that way. That's the kind of bad cold, right? Just wind and ice. Just want to get in and have a cup of cocoa and don't do anything. Jabuzzi's in the house. Woo! Razor Tap Gorge. Don't see that too often outside of this build. I've even been trying to sneak this into Boros Bully. You know, at the bottom, her foot and boot, I thought that was a dog chewing her leg, and the button on the boot was the eye, and the tip of the boot was the ear of the dog. It's out of the blue. I was like, what is a dog eating her foot for? And then I looked closer. I was like, oh, never mind. That was awfully strange. Alrighty. Not really worth killing that, but I kind of feel like I should. Inquiry is a little risky here. For some obvious reasons. Let's, we'll do this. I'll get rid of this. And I guess this. Hello. I double check my settings. This is the program guaranteed to date. It is being slow right now. Really need a land to hit here. Okay, we're discarding this. Alrighty, there we go. Always yield. I think I'm going to kill the lady just so we can get aggro established here. Pay 1. Attacking. Almost tempted to lose one of these just so I don't miss a land drop here. I can discard a card and then draw a card. Don't know if that's going to be worthy of it or not. But it will bring back a snacker, so I'm going to do it. We're going to discard, I say a mutt. Hopefully we hit. We did get that. Very strange. I thought that would add up to the total of 3 for the turn. Guess we could still do the thing, right? Want to do that? 3 at random. I want all 3 of these, though, so I'm just going to slow roll this, bring out another Epicure, another discard outlet. was going to play the gambling list in the brute tourney, but slightly too similar to the typical mono red. Ooh. All right, getting close. Want to see him tapped out, and then we can cast that. We're about 2 turns away from Inquiry. Want to get that Artillerist out. Magmakin. How's a Magmakin? Uh-oh. Getting close to dead. Do we got enough? I was considering playing the, there's some instants in red that draw 2. So it takes a lot of work to draw the 3 cards on their turn. Ouch! That kind of hurts. We lose a Looting and a Snacker and a Mutt. Bummer. We do have a Galblast every turn if they don't mess with our stuff. Snacker showing up. Check out the PauperRBust Society. Fiery Temper. Yikes. We're 1 spell away from dead. Oh boy. I don't think we have time for this. And they're tapped out. So I want to draw 3. Discard 3. Okay, that turned out all right. I really have to get rid of that. I think I need to loot here. Mutt's not going to do too much here. Let me loot here. Discard a Mutt. Kind of want to keep this up here. Discard 2 cards. I said the Mutt already. I guess we're going to get rid of this. Yeah, attack here. Don't think we're going to live here. I'll keep the bolt for the little sneaky. There's the win. If they're doing the thing. Okay. Do they got another thing? This is probably what, a Vampire's Kiss for the win here. There's 2. There's another. We're going to get lucky, survive. We are not. We lose. Okay, off to game 2. That's one not even showing what we got. Ale. All right. So in this matchup, I am going to like these Cast in a Fire. I think I'm going to like these a lot. These feel a bit slow. I'll lose 1 of them. 1. These are going to shine. And the Festivities would be pretty good. A Cast in a Fire would be pretty flexible. I want to find a way to fit in all 4 of these. I think I'm going to rock like this. Don't want to really overboard here. You could argue it'd be really nice to be able to get rid of their yard too. 4 is a bit much. Let's go 3. 1, 2. I'm going to lean like this. A little less direct damage. More answers. Let's go. Just spitballing it here. All right. We've got Graveyard Hate. We've got this. We'll keep. Cool thing about Faithless Looting built decks, as everybody knows, you get that 1-land hand like this. You're in pretty good hands. You're going to see quite a few cards and be able to do stuff. So I like Crypt. I was trying out Relic. The original has the Fairy Macabre. And you could technically draw a card with Relic, but it's at the expense of nixing your yard. All right, let's see what Lone Wolf's up to. Being a true Lone Wolf. I'll bring out this straight away. Cast this. Let's get rid of this and I guess this. Ooh, come on, Looting. Pay off. I don't want to have to sack the Neonate just to hit a land drop here. This does have 20 basics if I remember right, which is probably too many, but it's really awesome with consistency, so I wouldn't mess with it, and I didn't, because that's what you have looting for. Act as a pseudo retrace spell. There we go. That's what's supposed to happen, folks. We'll set up the board. Let's get things right here. Go like this. There we go. Outside of Bazooka Bog, we can trip the Crypt whenever we want. Oh, it's a good card for sure. Guess you could time it with Sneaky Snacker, hoping they don't do the thing at the perfect amount of time here. All right, here we go. Taking 3. Casting a fire. We've got an artifact land. Not much else to do this turn. Can't really draw too much. We could, I think this is right for just tempo. We'll just exile an artifact here, hoping that that's all they're on, right? Get rid of that. Attack for 2. Very tempted to do this. I wish it said draw a card, then sacrifice it, and then you have to discard. It does not. We'll wait one more turn on that. We haven't drawn any of our extra stuff here. Hopefully they're just landlocked here. Decks run lean, so casting a fire is such a good card. Really dig it. Oh man, there's another one. And that's a desert. All right. Well, we get a looting and a snacker if we trip it now. Don't think I want to do that. Things are looking right. We're just gonna, you know what? I want to encourage a block here, so I want to attack. Maybe I'll trade here. Cool. More food for the party. 2, 3. We'll hit this up. Cast it. Yeah. Where's all our draw hiding? Okay, next turn we'll probably loot. All good points, Mindstab. It's my play style. I'm always too tempted to trip that. We have so much stuff in our yard we care about between lootings and scrapworks and all kinds of other goodies. All right, 3 and 3. Goes up to 19, draws the card. Another Jagged Barrens doing some damage, causing serious damage. All right, we're going to do this now. 2, 3, we'll Faithless Loot. We'll kick out the Mutt and the Hut, maybe. Let's do this. Yeah, I guess we do this. Do the thing. Do the thing. Take 3. Attacko changeo. Yeah. Crack this. Boop. Play this. Boop. Off we go. No resources for you, sir. Even if we draw a land next turn, we'll just double Scrapwork. We don't have to do the thing with the cards. This is... You may discard a card. It sounds like Ascension. Every other card in Ascension says, you may do this. It's like, oh, all right. Well, it's a good time to do it. Relic would be better if it didn't have the second ability. All right. They're on to our trap. Down goes Magmakin. Thank you for whoever corrected me on that. Magmakin. Made my oldest brother crack up. Long time ago, there was a commercial. It was. Well, you'll get it in a minute. But it said a word came across the screen, and I'm like, Magrani, and he just fell down laughing. He's like, "It's migraine, you idiot!" I was like, "Oh, well, that's news." I'll bring out the Mutt. Just attacking here. I don't think our graveyard's going to be too long here. But I think I want to save this card. Nope. Attack. 7, hopefully. Probably 5. Yeah, I got to dedicate the next 2 weeks, play a few leagues here and there, get up to speed on everything. Getting a little worried. A lot of my lists, I'm a little worried about brood scale. I've got plenty of answers, but you have to have the answer right then and there in between Tamio's safekeeping and like mesmeric fiend effects and duresses. It's a good deck for a reason, right? This is a little intimidating. They don't even choose to block. They go to 8. All right. This is when I really wish I had some sack and draw 2 cards effects. Hey, hexxen Rouge in the house. Good to have you with us, my friend. Glad to see you're safe and well. Uh-oh, we're at 6. Does not bode well for our heroes. Let's make it 5 via the bald vampire is going to come over and give us a nice little nibble. Uh-oh, make that 2 bald vampires. Nothing to discard, though. It's going to be close, folks. And they're off. If we draw crap, we can use our own blood token technologies. We're at 4. This is very scary against a 2 Galblast graveyard. Did we exile one of them already? Exile? I mean exile. Nope. There are 2 culprits left. Whoosh. Pow. All right. Well, let's discard that. See what we're going to get. Not too much. That's 3, 4, 5. At least we have a blocker in this. How do I keep one back? That's the key. Nope. I think I keep these guys back. I don't want to die to a bolt or a, you know what? I'm going to just come over for 2. Happy to double block here. We got him next turn with the flashback for the double attack here. This way, the only thing that really knocks us outside of madness is a Galblast again. It sucks that they got double blood token. It's not looking good for us. Okay. I don't like that this draws a card. We're within 1, folks. Crack. Draw nothing. We will do the thing. Block here, block here. I can flash this back, so I'm not too worried. Outside of a Bazooka Bog, we should have this. Do that. What do they got? What do they got? It all depends here. Height. EOT zap. Are they adding to the drama here? Scrapwork. Sure, I'll discard it. Attack. Did we get there in the most dramatic of fashions? Yay! It's a nail biter, folks. All right. What did we like? What didn't we like? I really like having Cast of the Fire for a lot of reasons. Let's not forget that little mid button's not working anymore. 2 target creatures. Good times. Starting to think End the Festivities might be the better call here. Nah, we'll keep it as we got it. This is still a 2 for 1. All right, we'll put the Tormod's Crypt after the 3rd mountain, because we all know that's never lost in the history of Magic. And we'll put the Burning Inquiry between 2 Cast of Fires, which has never been done before. Grimpy Jimpy. All right. Thank you for joining us and using our emotes especially. We need more of that. All right. Just a solid hand. We're going to keep this. Woohoo. I'm liking that name. Yo. Here we go. All right. More babes for the party. Well, there's likely to be more early blockers here, so I'm going to get in with the Neonate a few times before their Epicure show up. That's the logic anyway. Every few weeks I don't play Epicure. I always forget that it just does 1 damage, so. Here we are. Pop, pop, pop. And a go. Well, I'm just going to establish some beat down here. Should have attacked there first. I think I'll get rid of Scrappy. There we go. I'm going to have a fun game. Hopefully we're not in the single digits in 2 more turns. As long as our discard stuff shows up. The Magmakin Artillerist. Not Magmakin. Ay, ay, ay. I'm so thrilled. I finally am beating my wife at Ascension. She was like 2 or 3 games up on me for the longest time. And I'm like, God dang it. And now I'm up 1 game. I used many propaganda decks as the basis for my proper battle box. So thank you. Oh, Grimpy Jimpy. Thank you. Makes my weekend, my friend. Been at this a while now. Okay. I think we can just chill a little for a turn here. Maybe this eats a Galblast because they have seen the true power of this fully operational battle station. Here we go. Attack. Whack. So, God, maybe I just drop another Magmakin and an Epicure next turn and hope for the best. Let's see what this implies. We're both at 16. The Scary Clown is in both plays. 1 in the graveyard, 1 in my hand. Let me at him. All right. Good news is Magmakin is out of reach unless they want to use a whole lot of spell on me. Okay. That's scary. Take another 2. Grunch. There it is. All right. We save 4 to the face. Where are our snackers? We're in single digits already, folks. This is not looking good. Yeah, we could do that. Feels a little underwhelming at this point. I think I still want to set up. God, if this could do 2 damage to anything, that would be obscenely cool. 2, 3. I'm going to bring out our Artillerist. Hopefully it eats another Galblast. We'll bring out the Epicure. Always yield and attack. Yeah. We're at 7. 1 Galblast in the yard. They've got to respect this, but we haven't drawn any of our mini. Well, I guess we have on this one. It's just we don't really want it like that. We're at 8. Soon to be 6. Man, an Alms and a Fiery Temper, and we're just dead here. Everything seems to add to 8. Magmakin, cartoonist. Anybody check out or what do you rate the new makeshift munitions commercial? Been doing pretty good. About every 3 or 4 months I've been cutting out a new one. Not easy to come up with. I try to keep it metagame specific. Maybe I should have worked in Magmakin Artillerist in the background of the commercial. All right, 7. Another blood token. Bad news. Gosh, feels like we have to win right now. I gotta probably use that Casting a Fire on that imp. That thing's just chewing us up. It's like Fire Blast and a shock. Thank you for that, Grimpy Jimmy. I'm reading that. Get to catch it live. Very exciting. Thank you. Yeah, it's always fun to have all the live viewers and get to replay the chat on YouTube later. I think I've only rewatched like 2 of my shows, like the very first 2 maybe, just to make sure. I'm like, how does it look and sound and feel and blah, blah, blah. Oh, this is pretty cool, but we don't really have any way to abuse it, do we? Hey, boy. We're like dead next turn. I think I have to kill the imp. I'm just going to kill it. Up to target. Oh, no. I can't cancel. Forgot about that little rule. It has to be 2 targets. Of each of up to 2. Up to. Shouldn't I be able to do it? Let me try this again. This. Cast. Deals 1 damage to each of up to 2 target creatures. Doesn't this, can up to be 1? This and this. Nope, can't do it. Cancel. Undo. Yeah, I guess we could do the fiery temper trick, right? We kill both of those. I'm trying to get through here. Should I do that to that? I almost don't want to refill their hand, and they've got madness, so I'm trying to stay away from Burning Inquiry at this stage. I'm going to get rid of Burning Inquiry, actually. Even though it's usually awesome against this. I mean, that would be 3, but it's not like we're very close to killing them. And with 2 mana available, I do not want to just walk into an Alms to the Vein move. Thank you for that, Dreamer Stingle. Yeah, shows you how I have not played it enough. Okay, that helps a little bit. We can Faithless Looting here. Probably discarding whatever we find, because I'd really like to play this again. I get rid of this so that I can get rid of both of those. I'll do some more damage. Serious damage. Do 2 and 2 to these guys. 1 and 2. 3, 4, 5. Not enough. I gotta hope they just draw dead here. We could attack. We got 1 more in the Neonate here, because Magmakin will trigger that way. Get him in a 2. And we could do this. Discard a card. Oh, wait, no, we can't. We don't have a card. There goes that plan. I was thinking, it says whenever you discard 1 or more cards, this creature does stuff. Double checking. All right, well, they got to just have land. The problem is they got double blood token. Yeah, we're dead. Oh, man, close one. The flexibility gets there a little bit. All right, good games. Off to game 2. Blood tokens are so early in these matchups. They just like, hey, look, I don't have it. Now I do. I'm going to draw it up. Woo! Good times. Wendelf. Yes. All right. Can I just get a heavy hand of you-know-who? We'll keep it just because we've got an early Artillerist. Mana's right. I'm not quite sure if we really want to be aggro into the Fae package when our lands are right. And we've got kind of a plan B in hand with pretty healthy mana here. So you can get a little clogged around turn 3 when you do like grab the prize, or do you play Magmakin, you know? All right. Kalani Garden. We don't have to worry about that. Running into our vampire. We'll just sneak around the back. Pay the bouncer. Woo! Hey, right. Got a few options here. I think I'm gonna save this for that. I'll get the mud out. Let's go. Say no to that. I'll just attack. So again, a reminder, there will be no show on the 15th. So I will be playing in a Pauper 1K in Michigan. You can see that plant token going bye-bye, courtesy of probably a Deadly Dispute. Oh, never mind. They're going to get greedy with it. I think I'm just going to do more setup here if our hand doesn't improve, and just bring out the Artillerist. Not too worried about much. Hey, there we go. That's pretty cool. I'm still going to bring out the Artillerist. Just going to set up a massive turn next turn. Pow. We'll do all kinds of good stuff. Oh, yeah, God. The old Tortured Existence days. Good grief. I'm going to call this Gardens. We see Swamp with a plant token. Usually a safe bet. Now, do they want to save it to be extra greedy, or are they going to go after the Wellspring? You ever see the alternate Da Vinci-style sketchbook art for this Wellspring? It's pretty cool. I've got it. It shows this guy like a blob, and then it's coming towards him, and he's like, and then it's on his face, and then he's gone. I think that's what it does. Anybody in the chat been to the RW Hobbies in Lavona, Michigan before? Do we have any regulars in the chat right now? Yeah, paper tournaments is pretty cool with Tordex because you can kind of demonstrate things and fast forward the clock greatly. My son's a really good Tordex pilot. Thank you for that, Chimpskey. Mr. Johnny on the spot as the troll of Khazad-dûm shows up. This foe is beyond any of you. Run! I don't watch that movie much, but I did cut the trailer for it, so it's still burned in my brain, having all the scenes all compiled in there and such. All right. Are we getting cast down here? Ooh, this feels fun. That's Inquiry. Cool. Always yield. Kind of wish we did the thing here. We can still do the thing. We'll pay 2. We'll discard this. Hiya! Magmakin doing all kinds of work. You go there. Huh. All right, I'll pay that. Let's go. I think it's worth it. Hiya! Smack. Attack. Oh no. Fanatical offering. There we go. Do the thing. Magmakin. Attack here. This will be for 3. I'm going to sack the Neonate because it'll do 1 more damage. And I do believe I've got enough draw here that it'll do the thing. Right? Come on back. Isn't this the 3rd? Isn't that the 3rd? 2, 3. Why isn't this coming back? I know I discarded it. That's weird. All right. Nope, you inquired. Inquired first. Okay. I know, but then we grab the prize, which is 2, and the Neonate, 3. Right? Right. I get that. And then we grab the prize and Neonate. That's 3, 2, and 1. That was kind of the whole reason I did it. Weird. We didn't see any artifacts, at least that I know of. Not quite sure if I just kind of want to go pure here. Do I respect the graveyard? I think I'm just going to run this back. Hey, Pangolin Wrangler's in the house. Snacker only triggers on 3rd, not each set of 3. Very interesting, Volcarine. I did not read that. It's probably due to my dyslexic nature. That's right. And I'm always reading cards wrong in Ascension because of that. So it triggers only on the 3rd. So if you draw a 9, you don't get to get back multiple snackers if they die between each. That's correct, I would have imagined. Random artifact kill. Get rid of some, maybe 2 of these. Just for interaction. And loss of tempo. Not too worried about. I'm going to lose 1 and 1 here. Let's try this out. The first 3. I gotta reread it then. It's always obvious once somebody points out why I'm reading it incorrectly. That's why I called it Magmakin. Not a Magmakin. It's an infection, I tell you. 3rd breakfast. Yeah, we're going to get some Hobbit jokes in now too, right? Little did I know how long that movie would follow me around and I'd be playing with trolls and magic, right? Woo! We've got an inquiry. We've got nice early aggro. I kind of like this. We'll keep. It's got a low enough curve. We can get there. Always wanted to play. I think this is the propaganda first playing Burning Inquiry. Always liked this card. Surprised to hear my son was like, you know what? That's kind of a staple in other formats. I'm like, really? M10. Good grief. 15 years ago. It was the Fellowship trailer, Ultra Volcarine. It's a national one. A lifetime ago now, but always been my biggest and best. All right, we've got stuff to do. Lots of things to mull about. Ooh, should Should I do that first? All right, let's attack first. Do that. I think I want to trip and get rid of this, correct? Then I do the thing. Discard a card. We'll do this. Draw a card. Okay, we could kill Limbus. Don't think I want to do that right now. We'll bring out Inquiry right now so that we can get some fiery temper action. Hiya! Get this going. All right. Might as well bring this out. Blop. We might kill Limbus. I don't know. Seems a little overkill. It does exile it and stop him from gaining 3 life all the time. Do the thing. All right. Let me reread this again now. When you draw your 3rd card in a turn. Okay, so it doesn't say 6th card. You're right. That's, man, that lawyer speak. You know, right up there with the dog eating its leg. Yeah. I need help. Cursed. Not too good against us. Oh, man. So we're losing his Mutt and a Faithless Looting. I've really fallen out of favor with Bazooka Bog. Even when it really gets you, it's just so conditional and random. So you have 4 of them in your deck and a whole bunch of bounce lands. Forget about it. We might as well get this into the yard. I could play Mutt, Temper, but I don't like that play. Well, I guess we could do the other thing too. Yeah, let me just get it into the yard here. Oh, Mutt. Keep our Neonate out because we've already seen some Edict effects here. Oh, Ultra Volcarine, very cool. We'll get rid of this for very obvious reasons. Hey, Magmakin! There he is again. Now, Magmakin sounds much better. The desecration of the word, right? The cool thing here is we've got a sneaky lightning bolt at instant speed if you just sack the Neonate. We don't want to do that at the present time. Chimpskey Artillerist. Love it. Oh, this is always good times when they just walk right into the thing here. Do we just point it at their face, though? We could take that out and another thing. All right, we'll discard this and we'll just shoot it. I'm not going to get too greedy here. To use a crack. Get out of our way. They probably got the refurb. They got the upholstery set to refurbish the couch, flying couch. All right, here we go. 1 mana up. Please don't be another bog. I'd much rather you be a green fog. Yeah, I definitely said that, Jargle. Yowza. The worst part about the PauperRBust sleeves that we save, if you want the link, it's down below the video here on YouTube later or any of our other ones, is I really like the design on the front, but the inside of the card is white. So even if you're playing with black bordered, there's still a white bordered on it. And I'm like, just get so mad. So I rarely play them. I give them away a lot of times, so people have one sleeve to go. Remember to look up PauperRBust. Okay. We could do that. We could do a few things. Can't really draw much of anything. Let me bring out the Artillerist. Cast this. I'm considering sacking, losing this in case we draw a 3-er. I think that's a little reckless, though. Attack here. Because of that, just in a pinch, I think I'm still going to just drop the mount and go. Then we'll sit and camp out on stuff. Oh no, that's terrible. Is it worth the 1 to lose 2 creatures and draw a card? Don't think so. They're taking 4. No, they're not. Here we go. Coming on through. Oh, yeah, I already had a win there. Got to remember to keep track of who's doing what. Here we go. Implying we have another fiery temper for their refurbished familiar. The flying couch, as I like to refer to it. Ooh. That's only good for 2. Menace is still going to get through. We got 3 on board. I can kill Gary with the cast of fire, which I'm considering here. Okay. That's curious. Let's discard this. That comes back into play. 3 gets him to 4. Do we hold on to that or do it again? Let's do it again. I'm just going for it here. Whop. Whop, whop, whop. There's another attacko. Whack, whack. Almost got him there. Yarkle. Keep it PG, please. But that is pretty funny. Just in case we got other NIMS out there. Be surprised how many emails I get. A lot of people watching with their kiddos and stuff, and they're growing up with propaganda. Guess if you started at 6, heck, you could be of driving age by now, right? Just call me Uncle Deluxe. Woo! 17. Ah. Can't call him Nimmy anymore. Gotta call him, what? That's a more masculine, like I'm usually not at a shortage for monikers, but I'm drawing a blank at this moment. Nimster, there you go. There you go. Ultra Volcarenes nailed it. The Nimska. I would agree with that, Yargle. I think my generation of American kids probably was one of the faster generations to grow up as far as just being alone all the time. Yet to face Grogburg, which is kind of a anomaly here. Propaganda Studios. Actually, I called it Skyfisher Studios. One of these days, I'll get a little plaque on the wall. Let's go. I love that Scrapwork Mutt. Hoo-wee. Man, we've only got really one answer. Can't do anything till turn 3, regardless of these. I'm going to mulligan this. Just feels clunky. Alrighty. Guess we'll keep this. I'm really tempted to a Burning Inquiry straight out of the gates because the worst case scenario, we lose Grab the Prize, but we get 3 other cards. Oh, never mind. I guess they didn't want to see that wreckage. Let's go. Won't even obviously count that. Maybe they're camera shy. Associate the name with the show. I don't know. Stempella. I don't think I've ever played this. Yeah, you're totally right on that Ultra Volcarine. There is a lot of blue on that list. We'll keep. We've got a sneaky fiery temper, a little bit of weenie running in here. Boy, the sneaky snackers have been hiding from us, haven't they? Got plenty of ways to find them. Got this awesome artwork courtesy of Therese Nielsen. Mind stab. The sinkhole. The sinkhole days. Lead off with this. If they're playing a weenie strategy, we're more likely to get in a few times. This can always hit for 1. That's my logic there. I was trying a bully variant the other day that used Doom Traveler because of just being so much blocking and removal in the format. Actually, had some pretty nice results. A little scratch sheet I like to keep when I'm deck designing or making changes, and I'm like, this versus this. Like when I draw it, am I happy that it's the new card, or do I want it to be the old one that it replaced, which in that case was Squadron Hawk? And there's an argument for both. You're getting a 1/1 flyer either way, but you're also being able to block, sacrifice, or live through a wrath and be able to attack the next turn. Kid duty calls, I'm afraid. Hey, look forward to watching the YouTube video. Thanks again for the list, Grogburg. Keep them coming. We've got quite a few of them over the years, but the only thing we're lacking today is the first round matchup, which is usually a Pauper mainstay, but go have fun with your weekend, my friend. Woo! All right. There's nothing else to do here. We'll drop the Epicure, probably pitch a Mountain EOT if they don't want to do anything about it, and go for there. Here we are. My problem as a deck builder is I'm always looking for that, like the deck that can kind of do everything. The deck, right? That's what I like a lot about 8-Rat when it's working well. It just feels like, you know, I can gain life. I can kill anything that moves. I draw a lot of cards. That's always a good one. Alrighty, I'm not too worried about these. I think I want to save these for the Lord. The Lord's work. Of course, flanking is a big problem here. I want to kill the flanker straight out of the woods. Bloop. Yeah, there's been a few top 8s with slivers lately. I know this because, not because I looked online, but because I listened to the, let me find it again. It is on my podcast lists. I suggest you do the same. These guys out of, I think it's Kentucky, Common Ground podcast. Keeps you up to date. They got their finger on the pulse. Recommend that podcast. Pretty good stuff. Let's, I think we'll save that for that. I can always trip the neonate here. So I'm actually going to get rid of this here. Not ideal, but I'm going to save that for a Lord. Oh man, come on, list. It's when we really need Faithless Looting to show up. I'll attack here, plant a block here. That way I can trip the vampire, kill a Lord, trade with the sliver. You've got to keep slivers back immediately. The deck can feign as a tier 1 list if it drops like 2 Lords early. You just have like Mer Enforcers and etc. just all over the place. Okay, I'm not too worried about that. Problem with this gem hide plan is a lot of times you can get pretty crazy scenarios with like, you know, all slivers gain flying and then all of a sudden they just alpha strike you for like 25 in the air. It's pretty crazy. Alrighty. I got to get rid of a Lord. Discard a card. Do this. Well, we've got it. always. Take out the Lord. Oh, Lord. I think the last 2 times we've... It's just one of those games, man. Where's Faithless Looting now, right? I wouldn't even want to discard the snacker. I'm joking. But it's like, get rid of this crap. Oh, my goodness. Well, at least we've got Lord protection. I'm going to sit back and hopefully get a... be able to kill something while we zap a Lord. We've only got 2 cards. Problem is, we only got 1, really. Just got a bunch of fluff in our hand. There's another Lord. Good Lord. What do we have here? What is this new devilry? Oh, are these flying? Is this the flying Lord? Yep. There's that. Yet another thing we've got to get rid of. I wish I had double smack, but I don't. No, I've got to kill this dude. Let's go. Crunch. No lords for you. Problem is we're taking 3 infect a turn. Yeah, you're right, Mind Stab Thrill. Since we're streaming, if I click, dislodge off of the streaming software, I'm sure we would just draw awesome cards, right? Yes, this is when we like it. Make them burn through cards. I don't think I want to drop any of these. Let's see. I hope a whole bunch of lords hit the yard here. It's Red Mill. All right, we got rid of a... well, Gemhide's not that great, and the Sidewinder's pretty good, and a lord. I'm happy with that. Let's do this. Discard 2 cards. Do this and this. Oh, we've already drawn the cards though, right? Wait. No. I'll get rid of this. What should I do here? So we already drew the 3 cards. So I cannot bring back Snacker this turn. I chose that. I'm going to lose that. I wonder if this is worthy of a fiery temper call here to get rid of that flyer. Probably not. We'll wait till next turn. I'll do this. Worst case scenario, Lord drops here. Or actually, worst case scenario is another Virulent Sliver. This is always a tough call. Makes you want to have Swirling Sandstorm or Martyr of Ashes, old school. Because while this board looks like a End the Festivities would be an amazing pull, which it would, every time you side those in is when they have extra lords and you do not draw your bolts to keep them at bay, and you're just sadly showing up late for the party in the wrong outfit. Really respect Gemhide builds. I don't personally build it that way, but once it's out, it does play pretty awesome. I'd much rather just have a Springleaf Drum in there. Cut the cost in half and make everything have Bird of Paradise hasted mana. Good Lord. Slivers. Uh-oh. This game's going to be over quick. We need like a... Oh man, how cool would a double Fiery Temper draw be here, right? Well, let me loot just to see if I can find any sort of boltage. This happens. Discard 2 cards. I'm going to get rid of our guys. We can't block anything, and I want to loot into more Fiery Tempers. It's kind of the only way we win here. I kind of need 3. I've got to just get horrifically lucky here. Draw some more. Okay, cool. I'll discard this and this. We at least get rid of a Lord. I'll get rid of the bad art one. This is another. Oh, Kane Ferguson. Okay, that's right. Can't do nothing. We're taking a whole lot in the air. We are not the aggro anymore. Fire in the Disco. That would be a cool name for a band. I think I'm about to write down the L already. We're at 0 cards there at 1. They even have us beat there. Taking 8, spreading out the damage. I'm more worried about the infect because we're dead to flyers next turn. We're at 5 poison. There are 5 attackers with flying, and we can't do anything other than block one of them. Hey, empathy for insects. Slivers, good to have you with us. Thank you for chiming in there. Yeah, we're getting our butt handed to us here. We need like multiple snackers. This won't be too big of an issue here. All right, well, that helps a lot. So many targets here. The Sidewinder is so underrated. That's one of the main reasons Slivers can just dominate, because you can't really do the little trick of, I mean, you can block it, but the guy's immediately dead. So I can Scrapwork and then Fiery Temper a Lord, which we would, and then we could block the flyer. And we can't even kill the flyer there. That's frustrating. I think we have to kill the flyer. Scrapwork here. We got to pay 3 anyway. We might as well get a creature out of the deal. Maybe they'll forget that this doesn't work on defense. Discard a card. Choose any target. I'm going to choose the flyer. No, cancel that. 8. Okay. Why am I not discarding it? Enters. You may discard a card. Okay. I'm discarding it. Choose any target. This one. I guess I'm doing it too soon. I hope this isn't a bug. It's going to ask me for that. Discard a card. Okay, good. There we go. First time I've done that. I'm going to get rid of the flyer. Pay the 1. Yeah, but this is a lot since we're here, but we can at least block things now. It's kind of silly to do anything with that. Let's attack. We take 4. I really want him to block. Only a very inebriated player would do that at this stage. Make him think, well, maybe we've got a lightning bolt in our hand. I think it's better than playing it, giving it out, because we do have Faithless Looting, so let's do that. Can't really trade with anything. We're just trying to stay alive is all. Losing magic here. Uh-oh. Getting rid of junk they don't need. At least we can block. Uh-oh. Things are getting grim, folks. Yowza. We're going to be at 7 infect. Both our creatures dead. Woo! Too bad we can't bring in that sneaky snacker at instant speed. All right, we're dead. Respect that. The L is down. Crack. I really like seals here. I'm going to save these for much later in the game. I'm not too into the Epicures in this matchup. Alrighty. This only does the 1 damage, as we learned earlier. Bring in 3 festivities. Hopefully I can keep the lords at bay with the 11 2 damage or more effects. And then end the festivities might be able to clean up. And if we draw multiples, we can do the thing. Actually, I'm going to lean heavily on this so I can just start immediately doing this spell. Yeah, I'm going to get rid of our last Epicure. Wax that. Let me do that. Oh boy. Let's go. You know, it might be better to have less mutts in this matchup, but whatever. Let's see how we do. Woo! Off we go. Well, we've got a way to kill a lord immediately. Not much beyond that, but I think we keep this. I don't know, guys. 2 mana. We've only got 1 defense, and it requires us to. We know they're going to have like 5 creatures in their hand here. I think I want to mulligan this and go for a in the festivities draw. All right, well, Seal's just as good. I'll get rid of an Artillerist. We'll keep... Say done. I like that mulligan. I'm going to bring out a Seal of Fire. This is when Burning Inquiry is really good. It's the reason they kept that hand, because they liked it, and now we're going to randomly zap it. Do I want to kill the thing first, though? I think I do. We have 4 of them for this reason. I want to get rid of that now. And I'm just going to Burning Inquiry now. Or should I... I feel like my spidey senses are saying this is really going to hurt them. Okay, we've got that. We've got a Mutt and a Loot in the yard. That's pretty good. They lost a Bodyguard, a Lord, and a Forest. So this is probably the biggest pull here. I'm assuming they're on a 2-land draw, and maybe they didn't draw, or maybe they just drew plains. Got an active Seal of Fire out, so... Uh-oh. No, there goes that plan. Maybe we helped them. Winding Way. Bambo. Brindlebore. Lead the Stampede. So, kind of a whole lot of nothing. Let's go. All right. We'll get our little package online here. Boop. At least it's a good blocker. Cast. Let's go. Hidden Grotto. Don't think I've seen this artwork yet. It's pretty cool. A celestial evening. A little too much light there. I agree with that, Dreamer Stingo. With the creatures on the ground, that is almost the thing. We'll let that live as long as it wants. We've got the Magmakin dude sitting there. If he tries to bounce it or do any shenanigans, which I highly doubt, in a Sliver Shell, we've got the answer in Seal of Fire at instant speed. We can do the thing. All right. I think we just sit and go, right? Or do I just run in with the Mutt here? Got too much good stuff here. I think I'm just going to pass the turn here. Seal of Fire is so brutal against a lot of decks. Most anything in Pauper, do 2 damage to it, it goes away. We'll let this thing live the whole game if it wants to. Come on out, slivers. We're down a game. Has anyone tried X's Grok for AI? I've heard it's like one of the best, and I'm curious if it's finally decent enough to make a good Pauper deck, because so far AI has really dropped the ball on that stuff. Okay, here we go, here we go. Still not much. With double Seal of Fire out... I'm just going to cast the Mutt and attack. I'm not going to do the thing. Okay. I'll say no to that. Nope. And attack. Just hoping for any sort of trade here. He'll probably block with Boar. Sacrifice, gain 4 life, imagine. But at least that's 1 less creature on the board. Yeah, Dreamer, you're onto it. That's one of the reasons I like the little combo there, the psychology of it. go so far as to put root wallas in this. I always just like that little lizard. It's a good card in theory, like late in the game, but good grief, it takes a while. Okay. Strange. I do believe I'm going to use the bolt here. I'll do that. I feel like they got like some P-strands trick here. All right, cool. There goes that. Oh, this just got funnier. Just going to slow roll this, guys. Let's loot from the yard here. Discard 2 cards. I'd like to keep a bolt active. We've got 2 cards. We've got double seal of fire. If they had any sort of defense, they would have played it. This is our way in drawing 2 more cards. Do I get rid of this, actually? Draw 2 cards. This draws 2 cards, but that draws raw cards. So I'm going to go like this. We're going to gamble a little bit here. We'll keep the bolt. Always yield up. Get 2 more. Chilling out. Tell you, man, double seal turn, it's nasty against so many decks. The longest time I played Seal of Fire on Boros Bully. Even this is pretty decent, right? I can attack. I can't really do too much. I can Festivities. Get rid of pretty much everything. Yeah, I think we we just attack here. Not too worried about 3 damage here. I'm getting coffee nose. The steam is coming up. Pretty obvious play here if you're remembering our first graveyard thingy. I think I'm going to sit back, guys. I'm going to sit back. So there's 2 lords in the graveyard, 1 in hand. Probably waiting for bodyguard backup. I guess we could just cascade the effect, wait till their upkeep, and then bolt it or seal the fire it after they give it pro red. Oh, all right. Well, that's a freebie, huh? Nothing worth killing. All right. They can't really cascade into like this huge turn of hold on a minute here. Get this in the yard at least. Discard this. Causing serious damage. She's out. Oh, Burning Inquiry. You know they're hoarding cards right now. That would be funny. I'm not going to do it this turn, but we're getting there. I'm still going to attack. The same logic goes. It's 1 more damage. We still got the thing. There we go. Pop, pop. Now do I wait? We'll do this. They gain 4. We get rid of a gem hide. Cool. I like seeing a land, very much so. Much better than creature density. All right, we're feeling pretty good here. I don't want to do anything though, man. It's like we got this in the bag if we just attack a few times, right? Attack here. We just have too much defense here. I'm just gonna slow roll this, guys. I'm sorry. It's not sexy or dramatic. It's just gonna get us there though. This is 3 a turn. We've got them real fast. We can fiery temper EOT. Get them to 8, 4. Yeah, and then they're dead next turn if they don't kind of do anything this turn. We've got 6 damage in our hand. 4 on the board. That's 10. Okay, there's part 1. Bodyguard has shown up. There we go. I could zap. Don't know if I want to do that. That's 4. That gets him to 7. That's 5. Yeah, we just kill him here. We just let him have all this stuff and point all this at their face and fly over with Snacker. It's fine. Inquiry might be a bad thing here if they have prismatic strands, right? I think we just Volt EOT, probably Inquiry and a Temper. Let's do that. Crack here. This will add up with the Inquiry. That's another 3. Yeah, this is gross. This is 3 via Magmakin. Do this. Yes to this. Always yield. 3 to Yusa. Here we go. Attack for the win. Got double seal of fire too, but who knows? Maybe they got a fog. Just what works. There's a lot of other cutesy ways to probably lose that game. But sometimes I can be patient. These feel pretty underwhelming in this matchup. I'd rather have early blockers and a discard outlet. I think that's what I screwed up the first time. But outside of that, boy, these guys are a house, aren't they? I think 2 is the right number in this matchup. Okay. You could really go all in with casting a fire early turn 2 and start picking things off. I think that might be worth 1. I've already got Festivities too. That's craziness. All right, let's go. Yeah, you got to love a decks that can win by not attacking. I'm still surprised a Marauding Blight Priest hasn't really found a super home, especially with like Weather the Storm. I know it's part of combos, but it's just so fragile. Maybe put Blessing of Leeches on it. Woo, Chimpskey on the draw. Look at that. Woo, oh boy. 20 lands, a third of our deck is basics, and this is what it hands us. Bunch of crap. 3, good. Yo, keep it. Do we keep it? Well, technically we can zap something on turn 2 and reset our hand and lose our only 2 Artillerists probably. This is rough. I feel like we have to mulligan this. Or we just roll the dice and first turn Inquiry and just let the cards fall where they may. Let's keep it and do that. Okay, get rid of an Artillerist so we can at least have one more on our list. Artillerist. Be neat if there was an instant hideaway effect that you could respond to Burning Inquiry. I know there's no period there, so it wouldn't work, but yeah, the random really throws people off. Big pause from our opponent. I don't think we're winning this one. If they have a decent... Oh, they went to 5. That bodes well for us. We're at 6. Got like a first turn. Okay, that's not good. Turns off a lot of our stuff. So we have to almost target that with real removal now. Pop, pop. Hey, there's the thing I was talking about. Wah, wah, wah. Do I wait till turn 2 to do this? So I can at least temper? I think I'm going to wait. If that becomes one of our random cards, I want it to at least take out a Lord, or in this case, that Plated Sliver. Right now, that's my target. Their mana's right. That's bad. That's bad. Okay, Fiery Temper can do some work here. If it's randomized. If not, this is going to feel very naked. Very naked indeed. That helps a lot. Do I slow roll this even more? I'm going to roll the dice. Let's go. Keep my seal on fire, please. Get rid of everything else. Cool. That worked out pretty well. Do this to here for very obvious reasons. Bloop. Crack. Land. Did I not play a land? This is only turn 2? My goodness. Couldn't seal the Lord. It had 3. Courtesy of the Plated Sliver. Now I can seal that if they lean too heavily on it and end the festivities. No problem, Nim. It's not often that you forget or miss something. Boop. Yeah, that's 2 cards for just 1. I'd rather roll the dice there. Board state ends the same here. Now we got double play opportunities. Three cards in hand. We know what 2 of them are. Not too many Lords we got to worry about, right? Okay, we want to do this. Definitely want to do this. I guess we bring this out. Yeah, let's do that. Magmakin. You know, if you're made of magma and flaming, why are you wearing pants? Some hot privates, I tell you. Or let's talk more about the pants. What's going on with them? Why are they lasting so long, right? Poisonous. Okay, there's 1 mystery card in our opponent's hand. I'll do the thing. Don't know if I really want to do that. Let's kill this. Alrighty, let me do this. Draw 2, discard 2, get rid of that, and I guess this. Let me go. 2, 3. I probably should have kept looting there. Bit of a mistake there. Let me rock here. We'll attack. Attack. Let me do this. I'm going to get rid of Artillerist. I think this brings back the sneaky. Nope. I misread that again. What did I do wrong there? Oh, that's right. I drew the 2. That's right. It's the first time. Gosh dang it. Keep doing that. flanking. Good. And the festivities just got better. Don't be a lord. God dang it. I deserve that. Right. Because we take this. Discard this now. Draw a card. Be a bolt, be a bolt, be a bolt, bolt, bolt. We've got that. 2 brings that back. 3 and 3 is just a pure discard. Discard a card. I guess I'm going to get rid of Inquiry here. I'll get the 2 ladies back. I do have flanking to deal with here. Okay, that feels pretty good. I can get rid of the Lord, given that they don't do much with it next turn. I can just literally... I'm just going to block with this. This turn 1 damage is not worth 2. Oh yeah, I'm in shorts. Yep. I don't think I could ever have a professional job like a lawyer where you have to wear a suit all the time unless I lived in cold country. Don't be... that really puts the death knell. We got to kind of top deck it in the festivities here. It's looking grim, folks. Of course, we can do the other thing. And we'll block. Take a whole lot. We need to draw really hot here. Faithless Looting wouldn't be bad. Comes down to this. Okay, that helps a lot. Ah, dang it. I can kill a lord twice. Start off with this. Crack. Just to survive, I've got to do that. Kill this. They draw a land. Very unlikely. If we had 1 more mana, we could just zap. We can block the Brindleboar. Faeries on defense. Please don't have anything good. Oh no. Okay, double festivities. Come on. Where you at? Let's go. Uh-oh. That's a whole lot of damage. Don't be a lord. No, we lose. We need to draw like 5 cards to get out of this conundrum. At least we'll block the boar. Give me some more. We take 2 infect. Go to damage central. They're going to sacrifice the boar? Nope. They don't care. Oh, man. We need so much stuff here. Good job, Slivers. And dead meat. Let's see what we're going to get anyway. We'll just Faithless Loot here. Woo! Get rid of, these. Bit of overboarding, maybe. I don't know. It kind of up against it against this deck here. They got us. Wah, wah, wah. All right. So we lost to Rakdos and Slivers, and we beat Gardens. I need to empty the bladder again. I don't know what's going on. It's running low today. We're going to be right back after we watch the Electromancer. And hopefully do a little bit better with Grogburg's list as we move forward. Back in a sec.
If I measure the voltage at the output, the microwave oven can last much longer than a brush. The power would be 400 times less wasted on wires. I have the CD power line. Both of them are exactly at 120 volt AC. Capacitor across the power supply can generate 20 volts, 150. Measuring the AC voltages at the input. Now we'll have high voltage. Obviously, there's a wrong connection. To kickstart the arc. Let's measure the current too. It's not making a good contact. We can safely plug them in. Let's turn it on. What did I do? Go. Go. And now I will turn the power bar on. Jesus, I think this is turning much harder now.
Why don't you plug it here?
There we go. You saw what happened. Oh. Let's charge the car battery with these. Now I have to wait till... Let's measure and see where we are. I'm measuring the capacitor voltage and it's around... which plugs to my cell phone and I can play any tone from it, like this. Carefully, they have to cut that tiny bridge. Okay, let's try it out. There is nothing. Is there actually a voltage? Let me measure it for you. You'll see the giant flash capacitor back here.
Okay, I can't get enough of that guy. All right, yeah, we want to go first. And to be fair, this is exactly how this deck has been playing a lot lately. Where it's a lot of fun, but just doesn't seem to have the closing power. We'll keep this. We can get rid of some of these extra lands if we draw some. I edited an edited clip to be very fair and Chimpskey, so there's some parts that, you know, they have just such harsh edits that sometimes I found a better way to do it. I am a pro after all. Okay, we'll get rid of double land here. Got plenty of land. There we go. I mean, and I don't mean just putting them inside of the card frame and designing the video look, but yeah, the actual clips I tend to chop up, mix and match, and Electro Boom does all that stuff for. Yeah, that's a painful way to make a living, tell ya. Woo. You think it's worth doing this right now against black? Our Magmakin's probably not going to live very long. Something tells me to pull this off now. Let's go. Let's gamble. Crunch. Magmakin lives. All right, well, we got an edict target here. We got a preordained brainstorm and a ghostly flicker out of the deal. That feels good. Oh boy, this is going to be a painful matchup. We lost our mountain, though. 9 to 5 is more painful. So, the corporate truth. Where am I going? I've got to always remind myself of that when I'm looking for jobs and stuff. You know, you get kind of like feeling a little down, and you're like, God, I got to do something. And it's just like, you know what? If I was, you know, just doing the old work day, I'd be like, hey, man, I wish I was home doing nothing. The old glass is half empty sort of vibe, right? I guess we recast Scrapwork Mutt, Fiery Temper, Swing, if nothing improves here. Get a land, we might consider pitching Looting from the yard here. Alrighty, this definitely looks like a teaching shell. Down they go. Picking on our best stuff. Let's loot. And we'll get rid of this and this. Say okay to that. Cast this to you. Do the thing. Yeah. Attack. Applied science. Aha, yeah, when are the Oscars? Got used to follow. Part of my job, working at Paramount, I had to follow all those award shows. I'm very grateful I don't have to care about that stuff anymore. Who's dating who, and not that I cared. The script just told you what was happening, but I was a bad employee in that sense. It's like, who the hell worries about these Hollywood couples and who's seeing who, and just get a life. I've never been into that stuff. closest I've ever been to a celebrity was probably Jennifer Lopez. I had to give her piggyback rides through the American River back in the day. Let me do this. We will discard this. Do 5 damage here if all goes well. This is a sorcery, so we got to do it like now. Whoosh, whoosh. This feels like a Rite of the Third Path, I believe, sort of style. Oh, it's a story, all right. Let me go Epicure. I think I'm going to draw a mountain inquiry and just laugh. Hopefully they get rid of quality stuff here. Let's attack first. Yeah, it was the movie Mi Familia. I was her production assistant for about 3 days up in the American River in Northern California. She had a lot of river scenes jumping into the very cold American River outside of the Coloma area. And I was there to keep her warm throughout the other parts. Drawing 3, discarding 3. Let's go. Let's fill up our yard. Are they forced to counter a bad spell? Ah, I was right. The third path is here. Whack. Get rid of good stuff. Yes, our Chaomancer's dead. Double scrap work. We're doing the thing. I often say the only time I've ever been celebrity starstruck was not with a person. It was a boat from Dexter. It was right down here in the marina closest to us. And wife and I were just walking around. And we're like, oh my God, it's the slice of life. And that owner was there. And so he let us on the boat. And so if you ever watch Dexter, first few seasons in his boat, it's called the slice of life. He's a serial killer that kills only other serial killers or killers. Kind of cleaning up the trash, a little Robin Hood in the macabre sense. Oh, I'm with you there, so yeah. So silly how much emphasis we put on that in our culture, right? Got him on the run. Who was the player that used to run this? And I haven't seen him in a long time. Once in a while, people will take a break. Like, God, Mezzel used to be the ferry pilot. Always in the top. Back when I used to grind all the time, he was the other grinder with me. It was like first generation grinders, right? I started this show and off we go. Okay, do we have any fairies yet? We're halfway through our list. This is ridiculous. Let's see. We can do this. We might as well keep our tokens for the good. Let's bring out a mutt. Discard this. Say yes to that. Okay, fine. We'll do it again. Hiya. There we go. Discarding this. Love these mutts. Jeez, deck. All right. 3 turns avoided of crap. That's nice to know. Come on over for 6. Obzen, that's right. And Chimpskey, thank you so much. That's exactly who I was thinking of. I have not seen that name in, gosh, for like 2 years maybe? Used to bumping them all the time. Hopefully everything's all right. You never know. Maybe they had a tragic slip. Let's hope not. I do like this land quite a bit. Alrighty, well, it's fun while it lasted. This card usually signals the beginning of the end. They are at 7. They're getting the life of the third path. I should just call it that. Snacker showing up. Doing the thing. We will discard this and this. Oh, should I inquiry here? This one, obviously. I'm feeling like I should just do it this way. I can bolt that. It's going to draw a lot of cards, but I can get rid of his life-gaining stuff this way. We could draw into... We've already got 2 fiery tempers. I know I'm not going to get it, but I'm still going to do it just to... Hopefully the third path goes to the graveyard and negates that last play. And we get a fiery temper. Come on. We're here to gamble. That's what this list is all about. We could trip a blood token in response. Double snacker in the yard. Did he get rid of... Oh, man. Unfathomable. Well, that might mean a difference. Let's attack. They probably got their little ephemerate trick here. Anybody that their name starts with an H and they're playing Tron or Flicker, I usually lose too. Halcyon, there's another one. And there's this. Wah, wah, wah. I literally almost want to quit here. This doesn't feel like we can win from this position. I'm about to. Let's see what their next turn's like. This is some sort of teachings. And they might not even be running teachings, but I'm writing that down so that I know. Esper. Bring in the graveyard. Down to ephemerate. Imagine they've got the suffocating fumes here, which is pretty nasty against us. Third path. Yeah, we're going to go to the next game. This is just boredom central. Be able to muscle this one through, but we all know where this one's leading. Woo! Seal of Fire is actually pretty good here. Set it, and then they can't ephemerate and such. And we'll bring in all of these. I want to drop them early and often. I really like the Scrapwork here. You know, the Vampire maybe not so much. Probably get rid of these dudes. One less. One less. One less. Let's go. Mind Stab Cowboy. Now that's a band. Very cool band. Wasn't paying attention if they had artifacts, but I don't think I'm going to be on Casting the Fire. But again, outside of a Mnemonic Wall, if they're of the Archaeomancer Persuasion, Seal of Fire is pretty nasty. Yes. Oh, we like this hand a lot. Keep. Might even win. Loot, Crypt, go. Double snacker. Only thing we got to really worry about here is a first turn bog, which is very possible, especially given the 7-card draw. Let's make it 8. Boom, boom, boom. All right, let's go. Loot. Snack, snack. Get out your candy bars. Snackers in the house. Oops, should have played the Crypt. Oh well. Watch they duress us Crypt and then somehow... Oh no! It was exactly that scenario. We lose like half of our strategy in one go. That's about as bad beat as you can get on turn 1 with this list. Let's slow roll this. I'll wait on looting. Go here. Scoop, boggy bog. Well said. About the best case scenario for a first turn bog. That's a 3-for-1 with a land drop. Pretty awesome. Here we go. I'll drop a seal. Attack here. Where are our lands? We're going way too slow here to make much difference. Augur. I kind of rather have steady damage here. I'm going to zap this. Plus we can't really seal an Augur. And Ephemerate's there, so... Let's do it now so we can just keep attacking. A few more turns with this will be alright. We're looking to just Ephemerate that in response. I'm going to loot. Cool. That's kind of a good scenario there. Drop a land. Attack. Does anybody know the card that we spoiled? Pop, get out of here. I love that card. Very underplayed. Kamiya Jealous Thirst. Getting rid of all the 3 furs. Okay, we can blood token that EOT if they've got another 3-drop. This Epicure's getting there. He's like, hey, my cousin Fireblast, he showed me how to upgrade this wine. You are true, Mustango. It was Algara Bolus. Back when wizards talked to us. I think we got canceled without knowing what we did. Can't hear from them one way or the other. I look at that old email and reply to it, and everything was like cordial. Now it's just like crickets. Is it worth the tempo to just zap this out of hand? Fireblast whiskey. There we go. I've already got Bottle Gnome whiskey. That feels pretty good. I think I'm just going to keep attacking here. I'm going to hold this land in our hand. Probably Yargle. I think as long as I've been at it, though. I'd almost rather be totally ignored than to know that they noticed and then not do anything after that. I was just like, oh, geez, thanks. I'm going to do the thing here. Zap this, discard this. Do the Madness Dance. Don't think we're winning this game. We just don't have enough pressure right now. But we are drawing a card here. I got a Pyroblast. Dispel. Okay. It's all right. Not really after the damage. I'm after the card draw, and it's a land. Yo. Well, we'll do this. 1, 2, 3. We'll do it again, courtesy of looting. Discarding. Do I want to do that? I guess we'll discard this and this. Do the thing. Always yield. Pop, pop. Boom. Strange show today. We have not gotten any pickleball updates. Oh, are you injured again? No, I'm doing great. Thank you for that, Iso and Chimpskey. This is my first day off in 6 days. Been playing about 6 days a week. Crushing fools, taking names. Feeling pretty good. I had 5 unforced errors in one game, which was quite a bit. And the worst part was I was playing excellent against. I was playing all like 4s, 4, 5s and up. And I just kind of mid-advanced to advanced. And what really hurts is when you lose the game point and you just hit it out and stuff. But there's this old move I learned from the pro Preston Bice who it's just a roll at the net, but it has everything to do with how you're standing and nothing. You just literally raise your arm up, and it's this perfect shot, real deep, right at their feet. And nobody does it in this whole area. And every time I do it, people are like, "Oh, nice shot!" And I'm just like, "It's very easy if you know how to do it." But I was doing those all day long, but I hit a few of them out, which really makes you feel dumb. All right, we'll play Scrapwork just for the card draw here. Opponent's really hurting for mana. We are not. We'll discard this. And we get more crap. Speaking of scrap, you can't spell scrap without crap. Really bad dad joke. Pickleganda. Okay. It's fine by me. We have no right to be in this game. They're hurting for mana, which means they're just clogged on spells. Or the Seal of Fire is really keeping them at bay. I'm telling you, it's a mean little card. Let's bring out the Mutt. See if this eats a counter. Nope. Okay. Discard a land. All right. That's pretty cool. Let's attack first. Do the thing. Sure wish we could eat that with a Deadly Dispute style effect, you know, before it dies. Yeah. Let's do an inquiry. Probably get countered. Named Chimpskey, nice one. All right. We're getting a card out of the deal. That's pretty cool. I'll hold on to these. Make them think we've got stuff we don't. Got them at technically 5. Don't know where our fairies are hiding. They're probably up to about 3, if not 4 suffocating fumes, if they have access to them at least. Most do. Jeez, this is... I know we have 20 basics, but we've pitched 2, 4, 5 of them. And now we're stuck with this, so... I'm going to make them just get worried. We'll just pass here. There's no reason to play this land. I get another looting. I can double do it. Pitch lands if nothing shows up. Holy Flood, Batman. That is correct. Man, this game would have been so over if that bog didn't show up. That was a crucial, just crunch. Our epic first turn versus theirs. I do believe Flood is Pauper legal. I just never see people play it. A lot of flyers in the format. That's probably why. Yuck. We can kill that. It might be worth doing. I think it is. Hate doing this though because it turns on you know who. We got a 2-for-1 ourselves, but it's better than this just churning out cards, right? Yeah, sure. Why not another land deck? That's fair. There's eight lands left out of 20 and more than half of our deck. Something knows we're streaming. That's how it goes. Okay, let's do this now. That's kind of dumb. They could, I guess they could ephemerate in response. I wouldn't really do too much other than get the ephemerate back, but we'll grab the prize, discard a card. I don't get the damage ability here, but hopefully we do something cool. I'm happy with that. I'll just run in Archaeomancer, save this for ephemerate. We'll discard this. Draw another card. Cool. There's a little bit of hope, but not much. Halfway through our list. 2, 4, 6, 7 lands in our graveyard. 5 out. There are 3 left. 1 in 10 cards is a mountain. How much you want to bet we're going to draw one? Yeah, so they're probably going to do the thing here. They probably got ephemerate. It's so hard to beat these lists. If you don't do enough damage, yeah, they got the answer. They do the thing. I mean, we get, I guess, 2 cards out of the deal. They get ephemerate back, and I really want to kill that Archaeomancer, so ephemerate fizzles. Cool. Well, let's kill that. I guess we could wait for ephemerate, but cool. Let's act like we've got some spell here. Come on in for 2. Ephemerate will fizzle. Fizzle, you half-dead lion. If anybody out there is a grinder and has some cool list, feel free to send it to me at paupergen@gmail.com for the big event in 2 weeks. I'm all ears. Got nothing but time to train and practice. Got to hit up Sid Rankin or some of the old-time or mid-time grinders. I'm the old-time grinder. and see what they recommend and such. Probably enter a few leagues here and there. I can do that. So we hit for 2, that dies. They're going to have cast down at this point. 12 minutes, 15, and we're doing all right. We've seen 2 cast downs. That doesn't mean they have another one, but it's pretty likely. I don't know. It feels like at this stage I might want to just cycle this. Get him to 6. Only got the 1. I'm going to cycle this, guys. Give me a card. Discard this. Draw a card. Okay. Play this. They're going to block the Scrapwork, which is fine. I want to get in for 1 here. Oh, no. I can double block. All right. Well, that blows. At least it won't be an active bird on the table. The Mutt's half dead. It's fine if we draw a mountain, which seems like very likely, even though it's like a 2% chance of that happening. We're 10 cards up on our opponent, but we haven't really drawn those cards. We've pitched most of them, so that's what I was thinking, Dreamer Stingo. Pretty sure cast down really isn't worth these creatures. They're kind of maybe hoarding it for that. All right, we know one Ephemerite's gone. Do they have another? We've already seen Ghostly Flicker in the very first game. Probably looking for it here. Yep, there's a whole lot of cards. When someone knows how to play these decks well, you can tell they've played it more than like a couple dozen times. They have so much staying power. There's an old player way back in like 2006, Brian E. Just had some amazing teachings lists that, God, I got him to 1 life countless times and challenges and what was leagues back then. It used to be only 4 rounds. Then it went to 3 and now it's up to 5. I think 5's a lot better. Okay, we don't have much. Isn't that funny? It's like, yeah, there's 4 of these left in your list. Here's one. Got 25 cards left, and you've drawn nothing but these. Watch, it'll be another land. Let's see. Nope. All right. Oh, but it's something we can't use. All right. They're at 6. I pretty much have nothing here. If we run at them, they block here. They block here. They block here. But they don't get the thing, so I'm going to attack. As silly as that sounds. If they've got any sort of removal. Good luck at the movies, Chimpskey. Get your fingers nice and buttery. About to write an L here anyway. Outside of any sort of tricks is about all I got here. Making them think we've got something worth countering. So make an honest block. I just don't want that Ephemerite coming back around on a Mold Drifter. That's what I'm hoping for here. I think you just let this through, right? Yeah, that's an excellent play. Fantastic. We got no critters. We're going to Ephemerate. We're going to be dead. Woo! So for the first time in a long time, this is exactly how this deck's been playing this week. The only thrashing I got, there's a lot of slow losses with this style of build. The only thrashing I got was with Faeries, and they did have the nuts, and that's why I kind of built the board the way I did, but it's been a bit frustrating. Seems like when you look at the list, you're like, wow, this seems like it's got a lot of staying power, but it's so dependent on that snacker. A lot of times I got the hubris to just look at like non-snacker hands and be like, I can get there, you know. A lot of times you can't. And at 20 lands, you could probably mulligan pretty aggressively with this style, but and let's not forget, Had an opening awesome hand. Half of our plan is gone, and the 2 sneaky snackers that went MIA turn 1, courtesy of the Vujugabog in our opening salvo. So let's play a mutt, discarding a land. Pretty soon, deck, you can't screw us, because this is like the end of our lands here. Boop. All right, let's count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 14. Is that all? Wait, no. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 9, 12, 15. I guess we technically have 5 left. That blows. This will get countered and then we'll quit. Counter it. I'm ready. Yep. All right. Torture is done. Let's have some fun. Going to our last round here. We've only won 1 game with this list, courtesy of Grogburg. We beat Gardens, 1 win-win. Had a close one against Slivers, close one against Rakdos, and just got completely blown out against Teachings. I know it's not, probably didn't even have Teachings, but I call it that. I'm old school. Yeah, it's so draw dependent on the Faeries here. This is just all about having this in your opening hand. All right, here we go. Last one till next week, which is the last show until Michigan tournament. Good luck. So this is tempting because our land's right, and we might draw the Faeries and pitch them. I'm going to keep. We're on the draw. I wonder if I played this like 100 times, if the MO would be like, you have to do this. Now, that's not a good sign. Desert can take out our Faeries all day long. All right. We're not going to be able to attack with that very often, are we? I want to go find stuff. Got an active desert. Sorry for the mic hit there. Ooh, don't want that. Don't want that. I think I'm going to get rid of Scrappy and a Neonate. It's going to pass here. Desert's going to do a lot of work. Maybe I can get the Scrapwork to hit for 2 when they're tapped out. This deck feels good against like the, big blue, a bunch of 5/5s hitting the... Oh boy, this is a petitioner list if I'm not mistaken. Not good as far as we're burning through everything here. I'm going to inquiry now. We might hit temper. We do not. And this goes bye-bye. Moment's peace in the yard. All right, yep. Whew. You know what? That Artillerist is going to be epic here. We really want to get that out. I can attack into the desert. This is good times. Artillerist might help us win the game here. They don't have much life gain, but problem is they threw an accumulated knowledge in, so now they've already got to draw 2 up. Probably a Weather the Storm main here, so we've got to be a little careful about how many spells we're cracking off with. In our graveyard, we got 1 Faithless Looting. I'm going to bring out the Artillerist immediately, and we will do the Fairy Dance next time. Hopefully this doesn't get countered. All right, cool. This represents some damage with the discarding of cards. They tap out. We've got maybe a double Scrapwork swing. Represent Fire Blast damage. Make it 5 with Magmakin. Magmakin? Double Desert's out. Got a Moment's Peace active. I'm not too wild about our Sneaky Snacker plan. I think we're going to really go on plan B with the Magmakin here. This is Fog. Simic. Alrighty. Well, that does represent damage. Lands are good. I'll attack. I think there's a reason not to. Might as well get in 1 damage here. We're desert proof here. Hiya. 2, 3. We'll loot here. Let's get rid of the snackers. Just get that plan in action here. This will do some damage. Want to be real careful here of... All right, I'll bring out an Epicure just for the damage, and the discard outlet might be relevant. I really hope that they don't have Weather the Storm here. Come on, no weather. Don't have it, don't have it, don't have it. They got it. Yep, there it is. Negating all of our progress. Wah, wah, wah. Yield. Let's go. Tell you, even though we've lost the majority of the games, it's a very fun deck. If you're feeling in a slump and you just want to throw something into the wood chipper and see like how you can improve it, go for it. I have a feeling if you could dig, can't really dig much faster than this one can, but it seems like if you could do it at instant speed, it would be pretty epic. Okay, I think we've got a double mutt attack turn here if they don't drop a forest. Probably play that land. One of the mutts will eat a fiery temper to the face. Probably get him down to about 18. There is a Demir version of this list that I almost played a few weeks ago, and it had the same problem. It just couldn't quite close out, you know? All right, we've got an active that. Yeah, I'll bring out a mutt. I'll discard this. Yield, pay the red, do the thing. Maybe I just loot here instead of the other mutt. That's more damage. Let me do that. I'll loot. I'll keep the other one back. I'll discard this and this. I'll do some more damage with this. Keep these little ladies out. Do the thing here. Tap in here. Now it's churning. Magmakin doing some work. Attack! Huzzah! Take it! Good news now, they might have to sit back and... oh, that's an interesting target. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. Off we go. All right. The sneaky snackers aren't very sneaky now. They're wearing very loud Danish shoes on a wooden floor with squeaky floorboards. They're waking up everybody. Cool. Do we loot here? I think we do. Let me loot. Maybe I should have played the mutt. We'll see. Is this just a counter? Arcane style? All right. I'll discard this. It does 2. This does 2. Cool, cool. Play the land. Do we just attack with everybody? That's the damage I want to get in. Oh, that's a good call there, Dreamer Stango. You're right. Should have attacked first. We got fog showing up here, negating all of our damage. Bye-bye for that. Bye-bye for that. Please don't have a weather the storm. No. Ugh, so gross. Get him out of spite. We'll load up our hand here. Yes. 2, please. Thank you. Woo. Let's get rid of their answers. This just helps them. Yeah. Thanks for the tip, guys. Yeah. If you're like this style, please read what Dreamer Stingo and Iso seconded there. Definitely should have kept track of when and where I was in the turn. All right. We've got double weather. When you're planning for an in-paper tournament, these are the kind of decks you always worry about. They're not going to go far or do much, but man, if you face them first round, you just start off with a... And you know what? I don't mean to sound like a defeatist, but I am due to crash and burn at one of these things because I've gotten, I think, first and 2 seconds at big events that are like official and, like the one up in Oregon and not Oregon, Seattle. I've had a pretty good run. Well, now, let me do this. That's folly. Let me do this. This gets countered. Got 2 more Weather the Storms to worry about. Okay, all right, there's that. Drawing lots of cards, minimizing their chance of this going south. Cool. We're bringing all these people back. Another Weather the Storm hit the yard. That's cool. They've only got 1 more. But is it in hand, you see? That's the thing. 3, I'm going to bring back Looting. Alrighty, we'll get rid of the lands here. Oh, do we grab the prize or Burning Inquiry here? We're out of the woods with that. You know what? I'm feeling feisty. Let's do... Well, I might draw into... We've only played 2 Fiery Tempers. We're halfway through our list. This is only 1 damage. I'm gonna gamble. This is getting through for all these bits of damage here. Plop, plop, plop. All right. Magmakin number 2. Woo! I'll drop that next turn. Thank you very much. Did we get rid of all of them? 1, 2, 3. Oh no, there's another. And we'll attack for the 1 here. Yeah. They've got to keep Moment's Peace open. They have Weather the Storm. I'll just scoop. Don't have it. Come on. Magmakin, turn into a fire blast for me. Weather the Storm on the stack. Pow! Oh no, do they have it? They got it. It's over, baby. Let's see what we draw. This is depressing. Pauper's a very fair format, said no one ever. Very draw dependent. That blood token's feeling pretty good. If we draw a dead land, we can trip them away. You've got multiple fogs. All of their Weather the Storms are gone, though. Got 24 lands. They're 24. Everything's even. I thought we would be way down. Haven't milled this too much. Of course, the mill card's coming. Courtesy of pieces of the puzzle. They have kept up with us in the draw department. Very good point there. So yeah, I don't know if you'd run more than 2 of those, however, with all this draw. Could be. I don't think you go over 3. Maybe that's what they're digging for. What do we have here? Is this another puzzle piece? It'd be a trip if it was pieces of the puzzle and that's the only win condition. Just life and mill you out naturally. Don't even use a card to do it. Brutal. All right. We don't have to worry about Weather the Storm. They're at 22. We can get in for quite a bit of damage here. They will Moment's Peace, leaving open only Weather the Storm math, which we don't have to worry about. Of course, yeah, they could just do it with the Forest Desert combo. In that case, we keep a creature. Oh my goodness. This is about as good as it gets if we do something next turn. This is serious. Cool. 1, 2, 3. Do it again. That was probably the best top deck we could have got. I'm going to attack here. I have to use a fog. Unless they want to do the desert. Unless they've got a Moment's Peace main. Tangle. Alright. That kind of blows. If I kill the snacker, I would imagine. Magmakin. I said your name right. And you blessed me with your presence. Yes. Okay. Cool. Trip a blood token. Discard this somehow quickly. Put it into play. Attack! Let's see. We've got 1 more looting left. We'll definitely scrapwork this turn and swing. Just for the discard ability. I'm going to be tripping all these tokens. Alright. Phew, it's going to be a long show today. Probably about 3-hour mark. Drawing 3. Deck's got quite a bit of hitting power. I mean, we've been weathered 3 times. For quite a bit, at least 9 and up each time, and we're at about the starting life total, so feels like we've done about 48 damage. Not enough to get there, folks. Magmakin. Magmakin from Ireland. Come on, you're already slow enough, Felipe. See a lot of people with the year in their name. I wonder if that's the date they were born or what the significance is. Maybe their kid. I don't know. God, that'd make them pretty old, wouldn't it? Had a kid 10 years before magic was invented. Said no one ever. All right. Let's go. We got stuff to do. Get rid of stuff. Whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. All right. I think I'm going to mutt. Can't counter that. Gonna mutt. Yo. Attack. We're going to get pieced here. Good piece to ya. All right. Bloop. Doing some serious damage. We'll do this. Discarding this. Do a lot of this stuff. Hey, get over there, fool. Got him down, got him down. We're helping him out. We're doing the thing. Drawing a card. Come on, let us play it. All right, here we go. I think we've done about 60 damage now. We have two fogs that we know about, both in the yard. Probably a few in the hand. I don't know. We haven't seen a basic fog yet. We've seen Tangle. Seems to be 2 Tangle, 4 Peace in these lists. Graduated high school. I got you by 6 years there, super fan. 93 was the year. And this is when we get milled out. I'll put down the L. This is what I think it is. Meeting of the Minds, I think it's called. It's been too long since I looked up that card. No, it's not Meeting of the Minds. It's something of the Minds. Somebody help me out before we see it. We're up 4 minutes. That's good. Good to know. We got quite a bit of stuff here. Hopefully they don't run away and quit. Got Tormod's Crypt, which is pretty good. What else shall we bring in here? Yeah, just the Crypt. With the desert out. Maybe we lose the thing. Stream of Thought, that's the one. Yield. Magmakin, where'd you go? Where you been all my life? So with this next matchup, if they don't run away, I want to not really focus on the sneaky snackers, but really keep an eye out for Magmakin. They will have access to Hydroblast, but we still got 8 cards. What's up? They want to be able to live through this via fog, I would imagine. Foretold. Huh? Man, I really need a way to discard and activate this dude. Alright, well, we'll run right into a fog here. At least it's a pure one. Tangle, even worse. Just no way to generate advantage here. We're kind of out of sequence here. I'll zap them while we've got an opening. Yield and be dead. Yeah, each weather was at least 9. There was one that was discarded, and the other 2 are like in the teens. So I'm thinking like about in the mid 40s is what they gained. So yeah, we've done probably about 60 damage. A lot of it's been fogged, courtesy of Magmakin. Less curious is the Magma or the Vanguard cannons, and more is where did you get them jeans? Because outside of a little knee scratch, that they're holding up remarkably well. Very fire retardant. You have to think the artist was thinking about that, like, right? Maybe don't show pants and just have have artwork over the thing. The thing, Julie. All right, so we've lost this one, but I'm going to make them go through the motions because it'll eat up another 30 seconds. And they might quit, and then we'll be 2-3 with an asterisk. Did I do 4 damage to any meal? Penguin Wrangler, you win for the quote of the day, especially with propaganda lore involved. One of our favorite things to say in this house. Deal 4 damage to any meal. I fell out of my chair laughing when I first heard Little Fights read on Flame Tongue Hot Sauce commercial. Ooh, what ones did we do today? Oh yeah, I played the new commercial, Makeshift Munitions, and then an old one of the Kraken Insurance, Pauper's Insurance. All right, here we go. They're down 15 minutes. Game 1. This is usually when they quit and run away. Can we do the thing? They're drawing cards. Just let them keep doing that thing. Maybe we'll get them on time. I'm stingy that way. Cool. Good for you. They went 40 seconds. All right. Here we go. That's usually where they run away. I hope they don't. I like these. Not sure if I even want these. We've got to keep up pressure, right? I'm going to bring in all of these for very obvious reasons. Burning Inquiry we could probably get rid of. Of course, we run the risk we might be able to make them take out their win condition and then mill it, so I want to keep it for that reason. Epicure, I think I'm going to lose Neonates. I'm going to lose these. We're just going to do a straight up trade for these. Get the Madness trigger with the other one. Force them to keep their defense up. They bring in things like PauperRBust. They're going to have to maybe lose some fogs or whatnot. We might be able to get in a few more times, or we might just beat them on time. Yeah, we want to go first. I see quite a few mountains. I see that. We're going to keep this. Make our graveyard a lot. Keep it, right? Yeah, keep it. Let's go. We'll drop Epicure, Crypt, go, and if we see a desert, then we'll chill out, change our plans. If not, we'll start swinging. I'll be so wary of the damn moments. I mean, not Moments Peace, Weather the Storm. That's a good observation there, ESO. Sorry, I'm late to the chat on that one. The chain belt, yeah. Got to double check the artwork there. Is it like rotting and then the fabric is winning? The strangest thing I ever learned in watching TV was I was watching Mythbusters and they had a Kevlar vest on. And who knows, those things expire. And it was an expired list, or vest, I should say. I'm going to go lose. We'll get this on board. We'll get this just in case we want to do it twice. Attack. Not worth fogging this, but 2 damage a turn. You never know. Alrighty. Attack. Thank you for that, Dreamer Stingo. Only difference of those two lists is the sideboard. I think we got Grogburg's Blessing on the sideboard earlier in the show. I think I'm going to hold on to this. Do we make them use a... I'm going to do it now. I'm feeling reckless. You got an Arcane Denial. In that case, we'll just draw 2 more cards. Maybe this is stuff they really want to keep. Negate. All right, cool. Well, we still got things to do. Growth Chamber slowing things down greatly. 9 minutes on the opponent's clock. We've got 15 and a half. Draw land here. We will do the thing. Cool. This is very good timing. Unless they got a Hydro. They do not. We attack. Got some good damage and Faithless Looting showing up. So now if we draw a land, we'll be fine with it. We'll Faithless Looting it away, doing 2 damage via the Magmakin, and then swing for another 3. Gotta kind of slow roll this. If we can do a lot in a turn, we want to break it up. so we don't really walk into a weather the storm turn. Those can be frustrating. 3 loot. There's one spell. Negate. All right. I think we'll keep Mystery Man back. Attack. Get tangled. That's all right. Magmakin can still activate. Tangle it is. Just going to keep our mystery card in hand. Might want to discard it just to keep tempo up next turn. 4 is not going to do anything. 3 won't. Got about 4 emails in the last half year. People thanking me for that little tidbit. I always thought it was kind of obvious, but I guess it isn't. People just autoplay lands and just show that they're, you know, hell-bent when they don't need to. It can make somebody hesitate. Especially digitally. Been a while since we had a show this long. Okay. One's at 8. Well, let's do the thing with this. Deal 1 damage, courtesy of Magmakin. Drawing cards, doing stuff. Alright, I'll do it again. I don't need this land. Let's go. Draw some more cards. There we go. Chilling out. Yeah, I make a Vegas analogy every once in a while where, you know, you go to Vegas, you always hear everybody winning and it's all high energy and you hear machines. And my point is, imagine if it was reversed and every time somebody lost money, you heard a really loud brrr like that. People would just go deaf. Sneaky Snacker's a little bit like that. So there's an end to this story. In that I think you always see it when it's just really going well and the wheels are really greased well and you're like, wow, you know, this is just the next. But it's pretty rare to get those kind of ultimate scenarios going. And you kind of need to focus on days like today where you're like, yeah, there's a lot of wiggle room around these. It's a pretty well-designed card. It's not that powerful in that way. I'll bring this out. I'll keep it to the 1. We'll attack. Probably walking right into another fog here. Haven't seen any deserts. 1 for each. No. Okay. There's no reason to do that now. Chill out. Our life has been negated. Okay. Let me do this to this. Discarding this. Draw. Cool. Inquiry is going to be showing up. So I definitely want a Balti OT here. Probably going to have. It feels like a weather the storm turn, doesn't it? It does to me. Double Crypt might really add about 2 minutes to their clock, trying to wiggle around these shenanigans. Hey, good point there, Iso. Yeah, what Iso said is very true. Don't let your opponent draw a card with the flying couch out in the metagame. What is this new devilry? What's this going on? Oh, he's choosing to do it now, I see. Okay, we might get a whole lot of snackers in our future. We got an inquiry in hand. That feels pretty good. There's 1 green floating. So I don't want to walk into a 2 mountains. I like that. Double snacker out. Good times. Watch me just drop campfire and say, ha ha. Trip for 2. They're all back. Scrapwork Mutt. Very good. Like that. Whole lot of pain. Okay. 19 it is. Let's get rid of the yard. Probably should have waited till inquiry. That was a little bit of a punt there. We've got a free-for-all here. Ooh-wee. Let's do this first. Crunch. Gotta do this, right? Let's go. Rocket. Sure, let's do it again. Rocket. Attack. Scrapwork Mutt in the yard. That equals 2 there. Let's negate that. Gotcha. That was a really bad crypt. I should have done that after all that. I wouldn't have to worry about this stuff. All right, we know we're walking into a fog here. It's probably a tangle, I'd imagine. Well, we don't really need 2 of those, do we? Let's bring out Scrapwork. Okay, I'll get rid of this. You know, we're walking into maybe even a fog and a, what do you call? Let's attack first. This is probably a tangle and weather the storm. They're making it look like they're drawing into it, but they're not. They had it the whole time. There's the first part. There's that. Could have been worse. And this is probably when we discard 2 cards. Okay. Pop. Got him to 4. Oh, Crypt-DOT. Here comes, oh, wow, I was wrong. I really thought there was a weather the storm in our future there. We can just kind of loot for the win, I think. Kind of forced to Tormod's Crypt here. So they can't just flash that back for auto win. Make them have it, right? There's only 2 cards. Yeah, 2 cards in their hand. So let's do this now. Blop. Get. Let's see, we can loot. That gets them to, all right. Hey, check that out. We did it. Now we got 1 more game to go, and they're going to quit probably. So you have 5 minutes. End the Festivities. Seal. Let's run it back. Good for them for not quitting. Kind of wish they would, though. 20 minutes to the 3-hour mark. Good grief. Everything still running smooth? All right. Good times. I just used Crypt in the wrong spot there early on, that first one out of the deal. Out of the gates, I should say. Yeah, that Lord of the Rings set pulled off pretty good stuff. Casting a fire, I should say. Very cool. Speaking of Lord of the Rings, if you ever get a chance, it's on YouTube now, but back when the DVDs were for sale and people had things called DVDs, there was this double box set and you could get all this special behind the scenes of how they made it. It's really worth watching. It's almost better than the movies. We're keeping because our opponent's at 5 minutes. This is a really good list to mulligan against. You know, get down to like 1 card and then they have all that much more milling to do for you. Not with this much time on the board though. Let's bring out our Epicure and a Crypt. Because, please Hydroblast that. I think I'll wait on the Mutt if our hand doesn't really improve here so we can get the optimal use of Fiery Temper. Really want to see a Magmakin show up. That feels good. Got 11 of their 4. Pretty good. Ooh, this is fun. Odds in our favor. Let's go. Maybe we can get rid of all of their life-gaining stuff, right? Whoa, both of them hit. That's pretty sweet. And we got all of our good stuff here. Yeah, let's discard the snacker. So it's in the correct spot. Next turn we'll do more stuff. Double stream of thought in the yard. This is good times. Only thing better might be a bunch of weather the storms, right? We'll do that next. And we will save the crypt for when it happens. Don't think you're going to have more than 2 stream of thoughts in a deck. We shall see. Well, okay, that's kind of silly. I'll just get rid of your stuff. Guess that's an F6 check. I don't know if they have a win condition now. Feels like we got them here. Sure. We'll do this. Hopefully this is a bunch of weather the storms. Please discard both tempers. Of course we do. This comes out. This does the thing. 1 weather the storm down. Shoot you, please. Bloop. Double scrapwork in the yard. This comes back out. Sure. There's no weather the storm here, so I'm going to maximize our carnage as we go about this. Attacking. Come on, Epicure. Let's go. Scrapwork. Going to do some stuff. 1 weather the storm down. Let's keep open this too. I really don't think they're going to have more than 2 stream of thoughts in the list, but I could be wrong. Maybe they're just gluttons. Who knows? That's pretty cool. I'll mutt here. Let's go for it. You, there, Gosa, whack. Don't care, do whatever. Make them do a bunch of stuff every turn. At least they're not getting life here. Good times, good times. Another land would be really good. Double scrapwork, especially if that Simics tapped for any sort of reason. Got to be wary of this land for right now. I got 3 minutes to beat us. Got 41 cards to deal with. A lot of pressure on the board. Uh-oh, it's another green source. That's not good. Weather the storm and such. Okay. I'm going to discard the snacker. It's 1 spell. I got a counter for it. Cool. I'm going to attack right into this. The weather's going to net him 9. No fog. What is this new devilry? They're hoping I do another spell and then they can capitalize. They definitely have a weather here. Goner. Come on, where's the weather? There it is. At least I'll get 1 out of the deal. Let's go. Quandrix Campus. Cool. You got 3 cards in hand. I'm going to gamble here. Should I? Shouldn't I? Actually, I'm not. I'm going to Scrapwork Mutt, discard this. If I draw another land, I'll just run at him. Alright, we'll play it. Scrapwork Mutt again. Hope there's not another weather. They do only have 3 cards in their hand. There's no active fog in the graveyard, so I'm going to run. This is just eating up time regardless. Yield through the turn. Brainstorm into issues. Okay. That's one way of staying alive. Cool. Still at 11. Don't know if they can get us. I don't usually see Stream of Thought more than a 2 of in these lists. And you only want to see them when you have a ton of mana. We've got nothing. I'll attack. Takes up time. Please kill it. We can get rid of this mountain next turn and do stuff with it. Cool. 3 more seconds. 10 more. 13 more. All right. We'll bring out the mutt. Do the thing. Can't counter these. Oh, come on, list. Play that. Attack. It'd be funny if they use the desert. It's going to die anyway. A 3-hour stream, I tell you. With only 2 victories, I think. Might not be. Never know. It was a little redundant there. I'm going to kill it so that it doesn't kill itself. Cruel and unusual scrap punishment. All right, I'll exile it, even though it died to the desert. Why would a Scrapwork Mutt die in a desert, right? I guess lack of oil, maybe. 1 minute remaining. Cast this. Sand in the gears. That's a good one. Sure. Come on. Where's a Faithless Looting when you need one? Cool. Boy, that's a time hog, huh? Well, so is sea life, or sea living. Coastal living is what I should say. Every time I get out our bikes, there's a little bit more rust on them because we live so close to the ocean. All right. Oh, I guess we'll do this and attack, because attacking always takes time. Here you go. Oh, okay. Well, there's more spells, right? I'll just do this now. Maybe he's got Weather the Storm. Even if he does, it's just going to take up 10 seconds to do it. Weather the storm, right in the wind. Crunch. So 2 and 3 on the day. It's really about how I thought this deck would do from what I've seen before. And they're dead. So, courtesy of Grogburg. It's the list he ran against us. We lost on time, unlike that matchup. Let me go over the list here real quick. The old what did we learn? Well, I don't know. What did you all learn? Let's see. I'm going to bring up the card frame here. I think we could probably cut 1 Fiery Temper and maybe even a Bolt. They seemed situational. Kind of have to wait for them to arrive sort of thing. I kind of felt forced to play around them, in other words, just because we can discard it. I don't know. Maybe we don't even play Fiery Temper, as crazy as that sounds. I'd be curious moving forward to try a build without those. They kind of dictate the play is what I'm saying. Yes, they're awesome when you have them, but in optimal scenarios, similar to Sneaky Snacker. And so that's 8 cards that kind of dictate the play, and can't quite formulate what I'm thinking in my mind, but it does feel like that hunch is right. Sulphurous Blast, yeah, that would be a pretty cool, that would be a very cool addition in here. You could maybe lose, obviously 1 cast and a fire one of these for 2 Sulphurous Blasts, and they do similar things, but it's a very good deck to bookmark. Put it on the shelf, revisit it every few sets that come out, and see if you can't make it a little bit more consistent. If ever there's I know there's a fairy cycling. Is there? No, it's wizard cycling, but you can find fairies with it because most fairies are wizards. But this one's a rogue, much like this guy. That'll do it for this week on Propaganda. But like I said, this very fun deck, despite it, usually not getting quite there unless you have a Sneaky Snacker opening draw. It still feels like it needs a little bit more help, but it's a very fun list. And if you're ever in that grog or slog of deck building, and you just feel like, I can't quite get over the hump, or not feeling it today, this is a good one to dust off and just throw around, because it's just a lot of fun. Anyway, I want to thank Dreamer Stingo and then Chimpskey for always getting my back, my Stab Throw for always being here early, and all of you others, ESO for doing Pauper Classic Tuesdays. I'm going to go out with a Pauper Classic Tuesdays promo. Please join us on Tuesdays if you can, if it's of the ability. We're going to roll to that now. We'll see you next week, same time, same place. Propaganda. Adios.